says, what fringe first-round talent would you trade into the mid-second to land, and what would you be willing to pay on top of pick 72? All right, so let's look at the trade value chart, because I feel like that's an important.
All right. Okay, I got it.
Just to give us a rationale as to like what that would be. So pick 72 is worth 230 points. If we're trading up into the middle of the second round, we're going to call that pick 47. That's 430. So you're looking at giving up next year's second probably, or 2/4 realistically, and maybe like another pick next year to maybe move up. So I would look into maybe next year's pick to move up into the second, just so you have a few more cracks at this year's. Man, I would... Is there a player that I would... You know what? I'll throw it to Matt or Greenbean first. Is there a player that you guys are kind of keeping an eye on if they fell to the middle of the second round that you would target? Matt, I'll throw it to you first.
I'm gonna steal a Greenbean answer. I'm gonna go 𝐿'𝐴𝐷𝐾𝐞𝐬 if he somehow made it in the first round.
Yes,
I was hanging on like late 40s. Why not?
What about you, Greenbean? Anyone in the
right? He's a name I was gonna say, so Matt definitely did that. But another one that I really like, man. If you guys haven't checked out Ricky Pearsall yet, he's a recent deep dig for me, right? So I just got to tell you, I was telling Dom yesterday. I mean, I was just digging into him like Sunday and Monday, and dude, the guy's blowing my doors off. Like, so to add that type of a player, I think would be really, really fun. You know, he's very, very much a lunch pail guy, but does have that ability, that potential to kind of have electric highlight type of stuff. But he's a lunch pail guy, and I like those guys. So he's one. Let's see. Assuming we got a tackle up top.
So 𝐷𝐾𝐞𝐬, real quick.
Like, I don't know. I would really love. Yeah, you want to jump me? Go ahead. I'm talking.
No, sorry. I just wanted to throw in there where some of these players are, where some of these players might be going. 𝐿'𝐴𝐷𝐾𝐞𝐬 that Matt brought up is projected like 30, 32, 34, 36, 42 is basically where I see him going. And you said Pearsall, right? Greenbean?
Yeah.
Ricky? He's projected, it looks like...
Yeah, but offensive line, I'd love it. Yeah, Christian
57, 61, 62, 64. So he could go up boards. He might be there at 72, or maybe trade up a little bit more. It kind of depends on what his draft stock does. PFF has him at 61. NFL.com has him at 57. Draft Buzz 57. Did you have an offensive lineman that you wanted to bring up too?
You mean that? Yeah. I like Christian Haynes.
That's a good name.
A whole bunch.
He's positional flexibility too, right? Was that his MO?
Yep. I mean, there's quite a few guys that going, making it to the third round, but also, dude, I'll tell you what, man, I would really not be opposed to double dip at tackle, and I think Guyton will make it through to the second round, and the first half of the second round, I think he's gone. I would love. I mean, dude, again, it's been our scourge, and no matter what we do in free agency, I'm a fan of overkill, dude. It's like we have had. Like, look, last year we had 13 different offensive alignments. The year before, if I remember correctly, it was 9. I mean, that's a lot of that's a lot of problems on the offensive line. Go ahead and get your starters and get guys that if the bottom falls out, you feel real good about their potential to develop. Like, here's the difference. Like, when you have a guy coming in like Xavier Newman, damn well he's a stopgap guy. You're not developing anything. You're hoping he could play average football. If you got a guy that's coming in like just a Christian Haynes, not only are you stopgapping, but you're developing him. And so there's a very realistic potential that he can develop into the guy. These desperation games are purposeful. And it's a whole different thing, man. And I'm tired of seeing Phil Hansen and Cedric Abouye. It's like, yeah, I hope they play good enough to keep our quarterback on his feet, but there's no real potential of him being our guy moving forward. So that's the thing. I think we should start thinking like that. I wouldn't mind if the whole damn draft was offensive linemen, quite frankly, and a Malik Washington and a Carson Steele later, but for running back. But that's a different story.